So I just wanted to cover a couple of topics to wrap up the topic of old age, or of aging, I should say. And one, when we were talking yesterday about losing our physical abilities, maybe even losing our mental abilities, and needing to depend on others, and how that's such a challenge to our feeling of self as being an independent person who can function in the world and manage their lives, and how we have to be able to give that up. And, you know, of course, as much as we can meditate on emptiness now, it helps us, you know, do that. But also to be able to be, when people take care of us, to not resent them, and to not, you know, because it's very easy if you don't like being dependent to get snippy with the people you're depending on. And like, why are you doing it this way? And why are you telling me to do that? And so when we're old and people are changing our diapers, or correcting our addition mistakes, or, you know, reminding us of things, to be kind to them, yeah? And to, instead of seeing them as our enemy who's taking our freedom away, to see them as somebody who really benefits us, and somebody who wants to help. And so to be able to accept help. Because you see, many times we don't like to accept help, and even when we need it. And that makes things difficult for us, and makes difficult for those who take care of us. So to accept the help, and to be pleasant to the people, to be kind to the people, to realize that we can still have a very meaningful life when we're old by, you know, expressing kindness. Yeah? And just because our body is declining, just because, you know, our mind might be declining, we can still make our life meaningful through Dharma practice. So we don't have to see ourselves as useless, and we don't have to see the people who are caring for us as intrusive or controlling or something. We can really see that we can create a lot of merit by being kind and extend, you know, because if we're kind to them, they're kind to others, and it kind of flows out like that. And then using every situation we encounter to practice until death comes. And so still seeing that there's plenty of meaning and purpose in our life, even if our body isn't doing very well, you know? And that just because you're healthy doesn't make your life meaningful. You can be healthy and create tons of negative karma. You can be unhealthy, or you know, old and decrepit, and still your life is very, very meaningful through your practice. And that's not something that the world may know about, or the world may acknowledge, you know. But inside your own heart, if you practice, you can feel the internal peace, and you can feel the effect of the wisdom and compassion growing in yourself. And that makes your life meaningful for yourself and for everybody else. So to remember, we have to stay focused on that as we're aging, on making our lives meaningful. And then the second point was in terms of caring for people who are elderly, or when we're elderly, looking at our friends who are also elderly, what to do when the elderly when they make decisions that we think are not wise. Yeah, and I see this a lot with my parents, you know, wanting to remain in their house, which is not as safe as, let's say, an assisted living place would be, but they really want to be there. And so I've really seen that I have to respect their choice. It's not the choice I think is the best one, but it's the choice they want, and they're willing to take the downside in order to get what the upside is. And so to respect that, like I said, even though I don't agree with it, and it isn't the choice that I think is right or the one I would make, but it's their choice. And to respect that. And I'm seeing also, like, with my sister, you know, because living at home isn't so safe for my dad, she's worried that if he gets hurt, she'll also feel guilty. Yeah, but to see that, you know, when somebody makes a choice in their life, it is their choice, and there's no reason for us to feel guilty if it doesn't work out so well, because we didn't consciously or deliberately make anything bad happen, you know. And to really see that people make choices we don't agree with, regardless, even young people make choices we don't agree with, that we don't think are safe, that we think are foolish. And very often you just have to go along with it and keep the door open and respect them and be there if the plane crashes, to help in whichever way you can, without saying, I told you so, and without feeling guilty. Yeah, but I think it comes through really, just accepting that sentient beings do what sentient beings do, and everybody has the ability and freedom to make their own choice. So happy aging process.